Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mo We Talk. We talk football. Today, or actually yesterday, a bit of news broke out, and turns out that Dean Huijsen is bound for Real Madrid. I'm sure most of you must have heard about it, and it's more of, to me, this is my opinion, it's more of a blow to other clubs, because I wouldn't really say it's a blow to us, even though the PR said that we were interested. It's more of a blow to others. And I'm bringing this up just to say levels. There are levels to this thing. Real Madrid, football royalty, steps into the building and shuts down every competition. That's levels. That's levels. And a little dig to Arsenal. You guys beat them, yes, fair play. You beat them in the Champions League, but there are levels. When you're big, you're big. Even if you get 15 Champions League titles, that's not easy feat. So there are levels, and it's like he's bound for Real Madrid. 50 million release clause triggered, I think, for it will be paid next year. And Bournemouth, of course, didn't put up a fuss, and one time he's gone. So that's levels, yeah. And in other news that broke out also yesterday, apparently there are interests. People or clubs are making inquiries for our very own Nicolas Jackson. And Chelsea is apparently looking at their options to sell. So they will be open to accepting or reviewing any offer or offers for him. What do I have to say? It's funny because it's funny that this is coming up, because in my last video I was fuming about Nicolas Jackson and the total head loss that he had in the Newcastle game at St. James's Park. What do I have to say about this? Again, this is my opinion. Feel free to add yours in the comment section. I feel, well, for starters, to Chelsea, Nicolas Jackson has his own, should I say, benefits going forward to Chelsea. Benefits in the sense of link-up play and stuff like that. Link-up play, ball hold-up, he has those little attributes here and there. And these are few features of an attack-minded player, but it's just not enough when you are a striker or the striker. It's just not enough, especially at a club like Chelsea. It's not enough. Trust me, it's not enough. Apparently, Nicolas Jackson was a winger before. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but he was a winger back in his time at La Liga. He was a winger and he possesses these attributes. That's why, if you notice that whenever Nicolas Jackson comes in from the wings, he tends to be more, effective. Look at the things that we're praising him for. Link-up play, ball hold-up, he has pace. These are good features for a winger. Once again, Clear Lake, Blueco and friends. This is the striker you have given us as our main man. So, my problem is, besides the immaturity, which showed in the last match with the total head loss, and besides him actually being able to finish, there really isn't much that he brings to Chelsea effectively. If we're going to keep him as a second striker, that is, however, a different conversation. But I'm not so sure if he's willing to be a second striker. But let's just see. If he's willing to be a second striker, I'm okay with that. Besides, it's fine because we should want competition within the squad. So if we bring in a main man, and anytime the main man does not step up and Nicolas Jackson has his chance, Nicolas Jackson now knows that he has to fight to get back that position. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But with this news that came out, I personally, my opinion once again, I personally think that there are no suitors. There are no suitors. This is just pure PR of Chelsea just trying to, put out a sale. Whenever you want to create, when you want to sell something, you create buzz. So that's just what this is, plain and simple. There are no suitors for Nicolas Jackson at the time. This is just Chelsea trying to create a buzz for him to be sold and probably make profit. In other news, there is the issue of Chelsea apparently being interested in João Pedro from Brighton, an attacking player, decent on the ball, but Brighton. I have this view, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers, they put out their videos, and they share the same view, and I'm very sure a lot of you share the same view. We're tired of dealing with Brighton, man. Enough with this Brighton thing. In fact, you know what? This multi-club model thing, technically, Brighton is technically part of Chelsea's multi-club model. Because at this point, you just have to say Chelsea's the one feeding that club without actually being the owners. They are just feeding that club. They have this insane fetish for Brighton. And a lot of us, we've said this thing 1,000 times. If you love Brighton so much, why did you buy Chelsea? Why? Just to bring down a giant and reduce that giant into a dwarf. It's like, I love this dwarf, and then you go for a tall person and you try to bring that person down to become a dwarf. There, you're now a dwarf. And on top of that, you still have your eye on the previous dwarf that you always liked. So why did you bother? Why didn't you just go and buy Brighton and rid us with your nonsense, with your AI nonsense? It's just upsetting. I don't care if Pedro is good or decent. Right now, I'm just tired. And Brighton, they love milking Chelsea, and Chelsea just take my money. It's so exhausting, man. Get real. So yeah, that's the PR for now. We're expecting more because Chelsea is PRFC as well. So I don't think I've missed anything. Is there? Oh yeah, Osimhen, as we will pronounce it. Osimhen is lighting it up in Galatasaray. That is a proper striker. That is the kind of striker that we should go for. But hey, he's 26. He's a relic. He's a relic. He's ancestral. How dare we go for a 26-year-old? Yes, his wages are a bit astronomical, but even if he brings it down by a few percentage, Chelsea is not going to pay. He's asking for what, 400,000 a week. Even if he comes down to 250, will Chelsea even agree? Not that they can't afford it, they can, but will they agree? So it's this whole weird nonsense of us just choosing a path, a nasty path for ourselves. Not that we have to, but because we just like it. It's safe, easy money. So that's it for us. And Osimhen. He's hit 35. Was it 35 or 38 goals? One of the two. But the guy is lighting it up. And I like Osimhen because of his aerial threat. Haven't you noticed that Chelsea these days, we have zero aerial threat? Zero. And that's why when we talk about Reece James, I love Reece James, yeah. I love his crosses. Reece James has one of the elite crosses. But because of our attack, they are practically useless these days. Nicolas Jackson can't be bothered. So I want Osimhen because Osimhen brings so much to the table. Besides his instinct, the killer instinct of a natural striker, his pace, he has strength. He also has the aerial threat. A couple of seasons ago, I don't remember what season, where we were comparing his leap with that iconic leap of Cristiano Ronaldo when he was at Juventus. Apparently, Osimhen beat that leap. That is threat. You cannot look at elite players and tell them this is our standard, we only pay 150. You are choosing to be mediocre, you are choosing to be mid. Anything that is classic, you pay premium. You want premium service, you pay premium. That's how it works. Yeah? I can't say I want the latest Mercedes Benz and I don't want to pay for it. Then I go back down to my level. And it's a different case when I cannot afford it. I can afford it, but I'm choosing to not buy because of the price. But I want a Mercedes, however. It's just crazy. So it's just my little take on the PR that went out yesterday. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as it would help the channel. It's a baby channel. I appreciate all your support, your views, and everything. Thank you very much. It means so much to me. And I'll see you guys in another one. Take care. God bless.